We still have a lot to do as it relates to ending state-sanctioned violence.
As I have said before, Trayvon may not have been perfect, but he was mine.
That's Sabrina Fulton, the mother of Trayvon Martin, the teenager killed by George Zimmerman in 2012. 10 years ago, the acquittal of Zimmerman on charges of murdering Martin in a gated community in Florida sparked the first use of the Black Lives Matter hashtag on social media, a movement that focused attention on what critics say is a disregard for the lives of African Americans. A decade later, the movement pushes on.
We are still rallying for the end of state-sanctioned violence and Black death, but 10 years later, we are still here.
Pew Research estimates the hashtag has been used in 44 million tweets since 2013, often in connection with police-involved shootings of Black men, such as the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis in 2020. NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick was another flashpoint when he knelt in protest during the playing of the national anthem in 2016. No matter how you spin it, the original purpose of the hashtag and the meaning behind the Black Lives Matter movement was dedicated to fighting racism and anti-Black violence, especially in the form of police brutality. Through the years, a counterclaim emerged that all lives are important, including police lives. Cicely Gay, board chair of Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation Incorporated, told Scripps News Morning Rush anchor Rob Nelson those applications are less about fairness and more about pushing back on Black Americans' claims of oppression.
What do you make of the counter groups that have emerged borrowing from BLM?
Well, a good way to track Black progress is to look at backlash. So anytime we have made gains in our society, it is always met with vitriol and hate.
Among the public, Pew polling shows about half of the country supports the movement, and about a third say it has been highly effective at bringing attention to racism. Support, though, is down from its peak of 67% in 2020. Today, Pew says about 4 in 10 white respondents see Black Lives Matter as divisive and dangerous.
We still have a lot to do as it relates to ending state-sanctioned violence. We have to count our wins, and we have to use those as motivating forces to keep moving forward.
Tammy Eswick, Scripps News.